Yo, what's up, YouTube? So, I'm sure a lot of you people know that Heart of Inmost Light got nerfed, and there's a lot of cool builds you could do with Heart of Inmost Light and shit. A lot of good synergy, like infinite abilities and all that shit, right? So, I have cooked up another build. You're gonna be surprised when you see this one, but Mask of the Quiet One is honestly a sleeper pick. Pretty much, the build consists of just 2 Void Siphons, or just Harmonic Siphons, because I'm using it on Void. Ashes to assets, so I get tons of super energy on grenades. Bolstering detonation, so I get class ability on grenades. Firepower, so I get orbs of power on grenades. Stacks with stacks, so I get, when I get orbs, I get armor charges. And then also have, I think, Invigoration? Is that what it's called? Yeah, Insultation. Insulation gives me 1 orb pickups, class ability, regen. And on the mark, the most important part, 2 utility kickstarts and a bomber. So that way I can keep up turn my armor charges into class ability energy. So I'll demonstrate. I will show the aspects and the fragments. But pretty much the uptime on abilities is really good, and especially it's really good to showcase in this area because there's a lot of enemy density. Which I will say, one thing about this build is that it's very teammate dependent. But you can't keep it up solo, but it's also good because teammates are creating orbs around you to, keep up your grenades and whatnot and your armor charges. So yeah, then there's that, right? I have stats double, that's good. Also, if you have repulsor brace on any gun and demo or something like that, that will be even better for the build, because you get overshields and everything like that. And it's also very good for team play, this build in general, just keeping up void overshields for your teammates and high-end content is key. And that's what Hoyle especially was really good for when I was using it, keeping up all my teammates overshields and whatnot. And then the Sentinel, it doesn't really matter. Ward is honestly the best. You can do either towering or rally. I just use rally because it's quicker. Shield throw because it's quicker regen, and you can also just get overshield when you hit targets. And I think you can with the other one, but it's just faster. Vortex, Bastion, control demo, Void, weaken grenades, Echoes and Cessation. I don't really use the finishers, but it's mainly just defeating volatile targets creates a void breach, and then resilience, or I don't even know why I said resilience, but increase fucking invisibility and overshield especially. And this is interchangeable with, I think, which is one that gives you defeating grenade. Yeah, this is interchangeable with this. I just use volatile flow because whenever I get an orb of power, I get a volatile flow for my SMG, and then I can compare that with void breaches, and I get a shit ton of uptime on my my class ability. So I'm gonna use it here, especially. And I'm going to show you guys what it does. It's very good. And like I said, it's pretty good if you have a lot of teammates generating orbs, which I'm sure if you're doing the new raid, you're going to have a lot of teammates generating orbs for you, which is also just good to keep synergy up. And you also get a lot of super energy too, so you can, if you mess up your rotations with your stuff, you can just pop a bubble and it gives you your grenade back. And it's really mainly good in high enemy density, But see, the thing is with Hoyle, it shined in not generating, like you didn't really need high enemy density to really pull it off. And one reason I'm using Mask of the Quiet One is because I was using this build before with Hoyle just to see what it could do, but there was no synergy because the time is just so slow and it's just terrible. And then I remembered, or a friend reminded me about Mask of the Quiet One and how every time you take damage, you get ability energy, which is just insane, especially when there's high enemy density. So like right here, this is where it, you'll see that it'll like, it just fucking goes crazy. It goes absolutely insane. Like, I was doing this activity like a lot with my friends, and especially when I first tried it, I was like 40 levels under because my Mask of the Quiet One wasn't high enough level, and I was still like just slaying out with like overshields and all that shit. I couldn't die. It was just so good. But yeah, I'll cut the footage to like a good part of me, you know, keeping up synergy and whatnot. So I'm just gonna have the footage play. Okay, so if I can fucking show you, bubble isn't really needed, but I'm gonna get rid of that because that's ass and it might fuck it up. Oh, perfect. Alzheimer's. See, it's really sad because this is like the best you can do. But it's something. It's like I'm just soloing it. And it's kind of annoying because sometimes like I forget to pick up like the breaches and stuff. But yeah. Oh, I got another grenade. Oh, I got another grenade. Overshield again. More overshield from that. All Mask of the Quiet One. I mean, I guess maybe it's... Oh, fuck. But you get the idea. That's pretty much how you do it. And it's... you know, I hope it really goes to show, like, how powerful it is, especially when all the level... Like, all the enemies around me are, like, over the level. Or over my level. So... Hopefully this build helped you guys. If you guys want, I'm gonna do like one more roundup actually. It's just like in one sweep so I can show you guys the full thing. Because I think when I first showed it was kind of scuffed. But, I'm just gonna pause real quick. Pretty much Sentinel, Persistence, Cessation. If you don't have this, go to Ikora and buy it. And Undermining, interchangeable with Insatiability, or Instability, my bad. Rally Barricade or Retowering, doesn't really matter. Shield Throw because it's faster charge time, same with Rally. Vortex, Bastion, Controlled Demolitionist, Void Siphon, 2 Void Siphons, 1 Ashen to Ashes to Assets, more Super. Make sure you have a Void weapon to pair with it, or I mean I guess it doesn't really matter. If you have like Arc Siphon, it could work, but just, you know, I use Void. And if you also have I think it's Repulsor Brace would also make it really good. Like if you have this SMG with Demo Repulsor Brace, then you're eating good. It's more Overshields because you get Volatile Flow or Volatile Rounds, whatever the hell you're pairing it with, to give you infinite Overshields, yada yada, you know how it works. Charged up because I get more charges for my thing. Stack to stack, so when I pick up an orb, an insulation, so that way every time I pick up an orb it gives me class ability energy. Then 2 utility kickstarts and a bomber, so that way I have, you know, more bomber or more class ability every time I place it. It returns it. And also you could change it. It is interchangeable with utility finish, but you need at least 3 charges before you can use it. So, because once you use utility finish, it just gives you your full thing. You can mess around with that, but yeah. Thank you guys for watching.